Greetings, welcome, and thank you for clicking. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, supporting your journey with healing experiences, coaching, and encouragement for life's changes, challenges, and transitions. Thanks for joining me in this episode of Ask the Stones, where I offer spiritual guidance, advice, and encouragement for life's challenging questions. Greetings, and thank you for joining me for this episode of Ask the Stones. This episode's question is from Marta. Hello, I am a divorced woman with a 4-year-old baby. I am going to lose or leave my job because I do not want to suffer any more the bullying coming from my boss. Sometimes I think this is a mistake with the high unemployment rate in Spain. But on the other hand, I think I am right and will find the job I deserve. Any advice? Marta, thank you for this question. Certainly, this must be a challenging experience for you, and certainly this must be a challenging time with a job that you don't feel is the right fit for you, and really one in which you feel that you are being abused and at the very least mistreated. And so, Marta, I am sorry for your current challenge, and it's obvious that a life change is right around the corner for you, for sure. It sounds to me like you are definitely ready for a change. So, as far as your question and how I might offer some thoughts on proceeding, I do want to first and foremost say, Marta, that you know better than anyone else what is right for you. So I do want to acknowledge, first of all, that you mention right in your question that I think I am right and I will find the job I deserve. So it sounds to me like maybe you already have an idea of the way that you would like to proceed right now. And so I do want to offer some thoughts with the acknowledgement, Marta, that it seems to me like I think your mind is already made up. But as far as this situation, I think that, I will say that, and for those listening, Marta actually does know this, is that I do have an extensive background in specifically career coaching. And so I've had the great privilege of assisting hundreds of, actually at this point, 1,000, almost 1,000 people through the life change of the career change and through job searching. And so I speak from that experience. And I want to encourage you, Marta. I know that you are experiencing a challenge with your job right now. And I know that you are considering leaving your job. I do want to say that the best time to search for a job is when you have a job. So the best time to search for a new job is when you currently have a job. So I might recommend hold on, not so fast on your idea to leave your job without something else ready to go. I think that, and I would like to speak from that experience here a little bit further, Marta, to say that I do recommend searching for another job. I do recommend removing yourself from this experience. So I do recommend getting out of there. And I also recommend making sure that you right now, before you take any action on leaving this job to review your CV, or for those in the States, your resume, making sure that that is updated, making sure that that is in order. I also recommend starting that job search. So finding other jobs to apply to and be actively applying for other jobs. You know, at this point, it seems as though you are experiencing some bullying at work, you mentioned. At the very least, it must be rather distressing, your situation. And so you're going to want to get out of there. You know, job searching can take time. And certainly as the high numbers of unemployed people in Spain know, it can take some time to find another position, especially one that you really want. And so, Marta, I am going to recommend that you look at this next job, maybe not necessarily as a long-term option for yourself, or even, Marta, as, you say, the job that you deserve, but rather a bridge to get you out of this position and gives you some space where you can catch your breath from this challenging experience and continue to job search and find a position that you do deserve and that is the right fit for you and where you do feel comfortable and you do not feel bullied. And so what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that if you leave your job, you need to have your dream job lined up. I'm saying you just need something else lined up, or at least that's what I recommend. So I'm going to recommend for you, Marta, get right on your CV. Make sure that looks good. Apply to lots and lots of jobs. Ideally, these are jobs that you really want and that you, quote, deserve. But I'm going to encourage you right now, if you are at such a place in your workplace where your mental and even physical health is a concern, and I don't mean just in terms of physical danger at work, but rather just physical impacts of the mental and emotional challenges that you might be experiencing from your current work environment. So I'm going to recommend to you that you consider lowering your standards just to find something else to be able to get out of your current position. And then when you are in that new position, thinking of that as a bridge and not stopping applying, not stopping looking for work, but just knowing that that position is something temporary to help get you out of the situation that you are currently in and allow you some space where you can then take a little bit more time, be a little bit more choosy, and find something that you really want and deserve. I do recommend that over just leaving the position without something else lined up. Can things work out? Of course they can. And will things work out? Of course they will. But probably the experience of the worry of finding something else. Now, I'm assuming here, Marta, that this job is your only source of income, but it very well may not be. You very well may be able to afford leaving this position and be just fine. Only you know that and can make that determination. So I will throw in that guidance that if you do have the resources to be okay and to leave your position, then that is something that you may want to do. So I'm going to encourage you to really sit down and think about, weigh out the mental and emotional impacts versus the financial impacts, and think about whether or not it's right for you to leave before you have something else lined up. So, what do you do in the meantime? In the meantime, Marta, you are currently in this position that is taxing your mental and emotional well-being. And again, could have physical impacts as well. So what I recommend for you, I have a couple of thoughts, Marta. And one of the ways that you can kind of work with, I don't want to say work with workplace bullying. There's no excuse for it. And so by saying work with it, I don't want to give the impression that I'm saying just deal with it, because it's obvious you need to leave and you need to get out and you need to do that soon. However, it's up to you whether or not that is leaving to another position, even a temporary one, or leaving to not a position. So not just leaving without another position ready to go. So only you can make that determination, Marta. I personally might recommend aggressively searching and applying for jobs, lowering your standards, just so if finances are a concern, just so you do have some income. If you leave this position with no job lined up, that's zero that you have in income. But if you leave this position with another job lined up that pays less than what you are currently making, or pays less than you want to be making, then something is better than zero. So those are some thoughts. Now, I know that some people might be listening and saying, Christian, why are you not telling her to follow her heart? And why are you not telling her to follow her passion? And why are you not telling Marta to just leave and the universe will catch you? Yes, the universe will catch you. And, there's this great story about this guy who wanted to win the lottery so badly. And he would pray all the time, God, please, please, God, please, I want to win the lottery. Please, please, God, please, I need to win the lottery. I need the money from the lottery. Please, Lord, please. And on and on and on he prayed and prayed every day, calling to God, please, let me win the lottery, please. And eventually the skies opened up and the man looked up and there was God. And God looked down and said to the person, will you just play the lottery already? So Marta, the universe is very happy to assist us. And we can't make things happen without doing things. So that idea of just wishing and hoping and thinking and putting out the positive energy that you will manifest a job that you deserve, manifestation works only if you work. So you've got to be doing something about it. So you need to be applying. You need to be working on your CV. You need to be networking. You need to be talking with people and letting them know that you are looking for work and what kind of work you are looking for. So you need to be doing too. So I'm going to encourage you to be doing the doing right now, right away. If you are not already, do not delay. Start the doing right N-O-W now. So that the universe can work with you and can assist you. The universe is there to rise up to meet you. and it's going to need you to be taking some action for that job that you deserve. So, what do we do in the meantime, Marta, while you are in this bullying environment? Whew. Wow. First, I encourage you to recognize that you, as you say in your question, do not deserve this. That it is inappropriate, that it is not your fault, and that you do have rights and you do have power. So I'm going to encourage you to get out of there. Some may also say that you might want to contact your human resources department to report the bullying, to make sure that there's a record of it, to have action being taken. So I want to throw that out there too, Marta, as a, hey, by the way, you may want to do that. Make a record of all of the things that are happening. Go to human resources if you feel comfortable with that, and file a complaint. That is something that I encourage you to do if you feel comfortable with that. But we must first recognize that this kind of environment takes a toll. It really takes a toll on your emotional health at the very least. And like I said, it could also be impacting your physical health, feeling physically sick when you are going into the workplace. I once worked at a place that was, it made me physically ill in the stomach every time I thought about work. I remember I was one weekend mowing the lawn and thinking about going to work on Monday and feeling physically ill in my stomach. And that was a terrible workplace environment. And so I know from personal experience that challenging workplace environments really do take an emotional toll, really do take even a physical toll. So Marta, we must first acknowledge that this must be in some way, shape, or form taking a toll on you. And so I really want to encourage you to be kind with yourself right now, to be gentle with yourself, to be understanding of yourself. If you find yourself feeling sick in the stomach for no reason, if you find yourself getting stress headaches, that's all okay. And I don't mean to say that it's okay, don't worry about it, Marta. I mean, don't be beating yourself up for that. Please, please be gentle with yourself at this time. I also recommend for you some rituals to help you disconnect from that toxic, that unhealthy work environment once you leave at the end of the day. So I encourage you, Marta, to create a ritual for yourself or several rituals to help you transition from the workplace to home, so that as you are leaving your workplace, or if you are working remotely at this time, as you shut down your computer, as you disconnect, whatever it might be, when you arrive home, however that transition is for you, to create a ritual around that. Transitions are very powerful times for us to create rituals. And so I'm going to encourage you to create a ritual or rituals for yourself at that time of transition from work to not work time. So create some kind of ritual for yourself to help you brush off that icky work environment. You may even want to brush yourself, brush your hair, brush yourself off your arms, whatever it might be. Maybe change your clothes, eat some particular kind of food, drink something specific. There are just an innumerable number. There I go again. Yes, there are innumerable ways. There are innumerable ways that you can create a ritual to mark that transition. So I encourage you to do that. I also encourage you during your work time when you are experiencing the bullying is to set clear boundaries with whomever may be doing the bullying. Now, Marta, this is very difficult, especially in a workplace where there are things like hierarchies and pay scales and policies, all kinds of things. But what I'm getting at here, Marta, is that I want you to be protecting yourself. And I want you to be doing this to the extent that feels right and comfortable for you. So I'm actually going to send some Reiki, maybe to your throat chakra, to help you be able to speak up for yourself, to help you be able to speak your truth. Now, this is not to say that I am excusing anything that is you are experiencing at the workplace, that I am saying, oh, Marta, you just need to stick up for yourself. That's all. Nope. We have already established you are getting out ASAP, as soon as possible. So the strategies that I am passing on to you are not do this so that you can continue to work there. No way. This is do this as a suggestion. You may want to do this so that you can try to preserve some of your emotional well-being while you either find something else right away or until you leave, whether that's with a job or not. So in addition to that ritual setting, I am, as I mentioned, going to recommend setting very clear boundaries. And, the truth is, Marta, if you are at a point where you are just ready to leave without another position lined up, then that tells me that you've got nothing to lose. So you've got really nothing to lose. If you're not afraid of losing your job, you've got nothing to lose by being very clear about what is and is not okay at the workplace. And so that is something that you may want to consider. That when you are being bullied, stop. No, this is not okay. I feel bullied right now, and I am not going to accept this treatment. So that's something that I might recommend to you as well. Right now, Marta, I am going to send some Reiki to your throat chakra, just to assist with that. If that is not something that you want, don't worry, the Reiki won't go to that area. It won't go there. And for all those listening, if you feel that you would like some assistance with speaking your truth, with setting boundaries, with setting clear expectations, then I encourage you to open yourself up to the Reiki. I will send Reiki to your throat chakra as well. And you know what, Marta? This is something that we can all always be working on and that we all always need support in. So I'm going to send some Reiki to my throat chakra as well. Let us just take 3 deep cleansing breaths. And let us set the intention for help with speaking our truth, with setting clear boundaries and expectations, and being firm in our knowledge that we deserve respect at all times. Thank you, Marta, for the honor of sending you Reiki for this challenge, and specifically to your throat chakra and to the throat chakra of all those listening. May we all grow and expand in speaking our truth and setting firm and loving boundaries and expectations. We all deserve respect at all times. And so, Marta, I send you that love and blessing. Marta, there is, of course, more to be said about your situation and about workplace bullying and how it is not okay. It is not your fault, and I do advocate leaving as soon as possible. Whatever way, shape, or form is in your best interest. Because, Marta, only you know what is best. As I mentioned, it seems to me that you know what it is that you would like to do. I think it's kind of clear that you are leaning towards leaving, whether you have something lined up or not. And if that is what you feel called to do, then I wholeheartedly support that. Yes, you will find a position that you deserve. And yes, it is important for you to leave. And remember, when you take steps forward, when you take action, you give the universe the opportunity to assist you in that. So, Marta, I'm going to pull some cards for you to offer you some encouragement during this life challenge. It is obvious that you are in a life change. And so certainly, please be gentle with yourself at this time. Wow. Well, let's see. From the angel deck, I have pulled an angel card that says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Wow. That's a great message, I think, for you at this time, Marta. A second card also popped out. These two cards came out together, and so, of course, I want to read them both to you. As if that one wasn't powerful enough for your current situation, this second one may also resonate with you. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. And so, Marta, what I am hearing from these cards is that your next move, your next experience, the life that you are transitioning into is going to be one of prosperity and going to be one that is more aligned, or I should say just aligned, definitely more aligned than the one that you are currently experiencing, but aligned with your higher power and aligned with your spirituality. And so I'm going to encourage you, Marta, to at this time be thinking of those things. Be thinking of prosperity. Be thinking of what aligns with you spiritually. And yes, you do deserve those things, as do we all. Everyone listening, you deserve that. We all deserve prosperity. We all deserve, whatever that means to us. By the way, I want to say whatever that means to us, that means different things to different people. And so we are all deserving of living our lives more and more in alignment with our spiritual beliefs. So Marta, thank you so much for this question. I send you blessings for this challenging time. I send you best wishes for your transition into your new job and your new life. And I send you, of course, best wishes in leaving this bullying situation, breaking out of this unhealthy experience and moving into something more prosperous and more aligned with your spiritual core. Thank you, Marta. And as always, to all those listening, if you have a question for the stones, please do connect with me on Facebook. I am at Standing Stones Healing, where you can connect with me, friend me, send me a message, learn about my distant Reiki healing ceremonies that I offer for free on Facebook Live, and send any messages that you might like. You are also more than welcome to please, if you have encouragement for Marta, if you have recommendations for her, please leave them in the comments below. There is so much to say about this topic, way more than I can ever cover in this short Ask the Stones series. So please do leave your comments, your encouragement for Marta, and I send blessings and best wishes to you all. Again, I am Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, supporting your journey with healing experiences, coaching, and encouragement for life's changes, challenges, and transitions. Blessings and best wishes for your journey. Thanks for tuning in for this episode of Ask the Stones. If you have a question for the Stones, connect with me at standingstoneshealing.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Standing Stones Healing. Thank you, and best wishes for your journey.